Today in the Fresh Brew Run Club, my first run review of the ASICS Superblast 2. Welcome to the Fresh Brew Run Club. My name is Aaron, and today I am fired up. I'm really excited. I have not been this excited for a pair of running shoes in I don't know how long. Maybe never. Maybe this is the most excited I've ever been about any pair of running shoes in my entire life, and those shoes specifically are the ASICS Superblast 2. So honestly, I didn't expect that I'd be interested in these shoes last year. I tried the Nimbus 25s and I didn't really like them, so I was like, ASICS, we'll see. But I have seen a ton of people talking about just how much they like these shoes. So look, the Superblast 2 came out a little while ago and they are kind of hard to get. So the best place that I have found to purchase shoes is on StockX. This is not an ad, although I do work for StockX. So in the case of the Superblast 2, when you can't find a shoe in stores or online, check StockX, and you can also find a lot of great deals. So I just got the Pegasus Plus, and I got that below retail. So you can find deals, you can find stuff that is hard to find in stores. So that's where I buy most of my running shoes with my own money. But let's dive into the ASICS Superblast 2. What on earth are these shoes all about? So for today's video, I'm gonna give a little breakdown of what exactly is the ASICS Superblast 2, and then I'm gonna go for a 10-mile run, try out a few different paces, and just give my thoughts. Now, this is just my first run review, so subscribe to the Fresh Brew Run Club so you don't miss future reviews, because shoes can develop over time. They can kind of change. You got to break them in a little bit. So my first review is by no means definitive, but I think I can get a pretty good sense of what a shoe is all about after one run, especially a 10-mile run, a little more distance underneath this squishy feeling foam. So what is the Superblast 2? Based on everything that I've read, and I've tried not to read too much, I don't want to spoil my opinion about this shoe, but based on what I've read, this is supposed to be a really premium trainer. It's not the cheapest shoe in the world. Let's be honest about that up front. Looking at the outsole, there's a decent amount of outsole rubber, and then it sits right on top of that midsole foam. So the midsole foam is made up of two different materials, and let me look those up so I get this right. It has FF Turbo Plus technology and FF Blast Plus technology. So the turbo is for responsiveness and the blast is for lightweight impact absorption and a responsive rebound. I don't exactly know what that means, but I do know those are ASICS's premium midsole foam materials, a little 2-for-1 deal. You get two foams in one shoe. Looking at the upper, this is a very premium feeling upper. I have a long-standing belief that I don't think mini shoes are breathable at all. They're just shoes that you put on your feet. However, putting my hand in these, you can kind of like see through the foam. I don't know if this picks up on the camera here, but you can kind of see through the foam, which makes me believe that there might be a little bit of ventilation, a little opportunity to actually feel the wind between your toes. There's a couple other vent areas on the sides of the shoe. The tongue is pretty nice. The laces are pretty standard. There's a nice heel pull tab, which I always appreciate. Just helps to get the shoes on a little bit easier. But I put these shoes on in a previous vlog, so subscribe so you don't miss my weekly running vlogs. But I have walked around in this shoe in the basement, and wow, it is incredible. I am fired up to go for a run in these shoes. And I did just want to talk about the design of this shoe very quickly. I think this is one of the best looking shoes, if not the best looking shoe that I have ever purchased. This is the Paris colorway. So the midsole is supposed to look like a Paris sunrise or sunset. And then it has this gray upper. I think that's just like a fantastic contrast. These are flashy. I saw someone running the other day with these on the sidewalk and they pop. There is a little detail that I'll talk about in a future video in this shoe that I have not seen anyone talk about yet, that I'm going to make a full video, a little history. We're going to dive into some history, but that's a future video, so subscribe so you don't miss that. But otherwise, I think this is an awesome looking shoe. I am really, really excited to run in that. So I am going to go for a 10-mile run, and I'll check in about halfway through and just see how I'm feeling. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, I'm about halfway. Listen, these shoes are unbelievable. I know it's just one run, but wow, these are really, really impressive. So once every couple years, I get a new pair of shoes and they're like a game changer for me. That was the original Nike Invincible, the Nike Alpha Fly 2. The Superblast 2 is absolutely on that list. I have been waiting to run in a shoe this fun for a long time. So this is supposed to be an easy 10-mile run as part of my marathon training, and I'm flying. I keep looking down at my watch and I'm like going faster than easy pace. I'm going faster than my tempo pace, my race pace, which that's not good, but that just shows how awesome these shoes are. The mileage is just melting away. They are super comfortable. They're super lightweight. This foam is awesome. They fit great. True to size, I'm a size 10. I got a size 10. Plenty of room, not too tight. Again, really lightweight. It's such a good mix of being like a lightweight shoe, but also comfortable. So like this is definitely the perfect long run shoe, but I don't know what workout I wouldn't want to do in these. When I slow the pace down, they feel good, although there's just like, it feels like something's driving me forward. Like, again, I keep looking at my watch and realizing that I'm going too fast. I'm just having so much fun running in these shoes. I want to pick the pace up, but also when I do pick the pace up, they're great. And again, I'm only about 5 miles in, but if I was like traveling to a marathon and my race shoes got lost or something, I'd be totally fine running in these. There's a little bit of nice rocker action. It's not drastic, but as a heel striker, it feels very comfortable, very smooth. I don't know, these are just like, they're fun. I haven't described a shoe as fun since the Invincibles. I was a little nervous about doing the review today because I'm in the middle of my marathon training and my legs are a little bit tired. So I was like, well, is that going to be fair for these shoes if my legs feel a little bit dead? But they don't feel dead at all. And it could be because my legs actually aren't that tired, or these shoes are awesome. And I think it's the latter. All right, for the sake of keeping things somewhat balanced, or at least attempting to, a couple small nitpicks. Number one, the shoe it's a little loud. It is a little slappy on the ground. Maybe that'll change with time as I break these in, but interesting, kind of surprised by that. Not a big deal though. And the second thing is when I was lacing these up, I think these are a shoe that you have to like lace them perfectly every time, or else I might have to stop and adjust. Finicky laces is how I would describe it. Again, not a big deal at all. The loudness of the shoe, the laces, pretty minor in the grand scheme of things, especially when considering how great these shoes have felt so far. About 8 miles in, and I'm still cooking. All right, so listen, it's just one run. It's one run. You can't always completely figure out a shoe after one run, but I think I got a pretty good sense that this is one of the best shoes that I've ever run in. I will make a 100-mile review of this shoe, so subscribe so you don't miss that. But man, this was a fun run today. One final note, stability-wise, these feel pretty good. They're pretty stable. The forefoot is very wide. I wouldn't say it's a wide heel, but the foam is quite stable, so I feel very comfortable running in these, even with my history of twisting ankles. So that will be the video for today. My first run reaction to the Superblast 2. Good stuff. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.